We're on Mikvaot Perek Mishnah Yud Aleph. We're continuing to talk about the merchatz, the bathhouse, because that's obviously where the mikvah was. You go to the bathhouse, you wanted a mikvah, the same place. You wanted to take your bath, have your shower, have your schwitz, and then come out tahor. So you have this thing called a mitaheret sheba merchatz. What's the mitaheret? Shikatot or troughs. I had to look up that word. I didn't remember the shek from shoket. Troughs or gutters, okay? Overflow or whatever. So you have troughs of water, asuyot b'merchatz, they're made in the merchatz. Shenimshachim lehem mayim tzonanim, so they drew cool water, lishtatei behem, to wash yourself in, kedei litaher atzman, lachar shebachasu b'chamin. After you washed in the hot water, you would go in the cold water. Upamim, sometimes, shein shtei shekatot, zobetzazo, you had two of these troughs, one next to the other. Ela she'achat elyona michaverta, one is above the other. V'yesh nekev bakotel, shebein shtehem, there was a hole between the two of them, shamayim yotzi mizo lezo. So they have water between two of them. And then so one was above and one was below. Hatachtona meleah she'uvim. The bottom one was filled with mayim she'uvim, with drawn water. V'alyona meleah ksherim. The top one was built with ksherim. I'm going to show you the picture from Rab Steinberg. So you have these two pools of water. I don't know why he draws them as pools. They're troughs. A shoket is much smaller. One was there above the other, and there's a nekev, there's a hole between the two. Now there's a huge problem with this picture, which I will share with you at the end of the Mishnah. Anyway, so im yesh, so the Mishnah, im yesh keneged hanekev shalosha lugim, if corresponding to the hole is big enough to hold 3 log, pasul, then the whole thing is pasul. The mayim she'uvim and the mayim and the water and the mayim she'rim are mixed together. Why is it pasul? Machmat Nisalai Elyon, the upper one is pasul because of the bottom one, and the Bartenura says definitely it was the other way around. If the upper one had mayim she'uvim, then for sure it'd be bad. Why? The chashiv ki'ilu ha'mayim k'engeged chalal ha'nekev she'uvinem be'emtza elyona. You look at the water in this hole. Here is mayim she'rim. Here is mayim she'uvim. But you have to look at this hole. This water is like in the middle. It's not a mikvah min hatzad like we had in the last Mishnah, where we said it was a one side next to the other. That's not a problem. Here the water, the mikvah, is inside the other. The shuvim is inside the other mikvah. Okay? Be'emsa elyona, v'lo min hatzad. It's not on the side. Ushlosha lugim mayim shuvim poslim kshe'em be'emsa. Remember we said 3 log of mayim shuvim they passel the mikvah. They disqualify the mikvah. Okay? Even though afapi she'em poslim min hatzad, even though they're not posel from the side. But in the middle, if the hole is big enough for shalosh lug, bad. How big is it? How it'll have to be? Yubo shlosha lugim. Echad mishloshmot ve'esrim ba'brecha. 1/320th of the brecha. Divrei Rabbi Yossi. Rabbi Yossi says that's to be 1/320th. Why 1/320th? How do you get 3 log? So the Bathhouse says simple math. Okay, why? Because one saw is 6 kav. You can do this math on your own. You can also there's a Wikipedia calculation of how much each one is. You could figure out sa'ah is 6 kav, but the Bathhouse does it for us. And a kav is 40 lug. So that's a kav is 4 lug. So 6, 24. And so if you do 20, and that's 24 lug in a sa'ah. And how many you have to have? 40 sa'ah. So that's 24 times 40 is shamot v'shishim, 960 log. So to get 3 log is 3 log out of 960 is achad mishlosh meot v'esrim b'brecha, 1/320th. And the Bathhouse also tells you how to figure out how big exactly that is. That's Rabbi Yossi's opinion. Rabbi Elazar says, afilu hatachtona meleah ksherim, even the bottom one is full of kosher water. Ve'alyona meleah she'uvim, and the top one is full of mayim she'uvim, drawn water. V'yesh b'tzad hanekev shalosh halugin, and the nekev has 3 log, kasher. It's fine. Shalo amru ala shalosh halugin shenaflu, because the only time 3 log is posel is if you spilled it in, if you poured 3 log of mayim shuvim, then Chazal were mid gzeira. But other than that, the shlosha lugim are not posel, according to Rabbi Elazar. Now, what's the problem with this picture? There's no problem with building a higher one and a lower one. The problem is this picture is the water. The water itself, basically, I looked it up on Wikipedia, there's something called communicating vessels. They're liquid containers, right? No matter how big the vessels are, if you'll see here in this little thing, they say if vessels are connected to one another, okay, then as you fill them, if one is higher than the other, it doesn't really matter how you build it. The water level is going to be exactly the same. So maybe I should tell Rav Steinberg, but the way this picture is drawn, you can have an upper one and a lower one based on how it's constructed, but the water level is always going to be over here. At least I think so. If you think I'm wrong, or you have a comment, send me an email or a WhatsApp, artsmalter@gmail.com. We'll dedicate our learning to remembering my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Make it a great day.